yo, hey, Pepe, we're still partying, bro. Thanks for dropping the most amount of inspiration. Bro, I live in a what-if universe, man. If I can go back in time and actually tell you what I would have done if I could actually have gone back earlier, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. So much could have gone down, but then again, if I wasn't out till too late, then I would never have known. Wait, maybe get some food. Here's the funny thing, Pepe, bro, is that I already had all the food that I need for today, like before I went out. Hence why, one of the reasons why I actually went out so late. It's because I wanted to make sure I had everything in, you know, the good food, the good shit, stuff my body can tolerate well. That's why I feel so good. I feel strong, I'm not hungry. I've had all my calories, the right nutrients. I take multivitamins every single day. I'm well hydrated. I haven't had too much salt, and I didn't have too little either. I had enough. You know, all of those things add up to make me feel a lot better. I'm taking care of myself a lot more than I used to back in my early 20s. I used to eat like shit. I used to never drink water. I used to drink like 5 energy drinks a day. I used to have nearly like 2 kilograms of fucking sugar on a daily basis. And that shit destroyed me, man. I felt like crap. And I was so young. Now I feel a little bit better, but obviously age is catching up to me, you know what I'm saying? I'd be cooking for the first jerk chicken with rice and peas right now. I'm not gonna lie, I swear, it's not that the food is bad, it's not that the food isn't, how do you say, it's not that I don't want to try the food or I'm worried about it. The food is banging, it's amazing. I'm worried how my body's gonna respond to it a little bit later. It will taste good, but then on the way out, it's gonna be like, damn, I need to go to the toilet. And I'm a guy who's got, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've got some issues downstairs. Sometimes my bowels get a little bit irritable. I'm gonna have to be honest about that. So it's a little bit more sensitive than most people. So I gotta watch what I eat. If I haven't had anything, and that's my first meal, I'll have it on the occasionally, you know? I have to walk all the way to Kensal Rise in order to get myself into the station.
Right. Yeah, we've got spares on this road at the moment. It's been an incident, so just trying to move people away from the area.
Right. No worries. I'm trying to get to Kensal. Wait. Sorry. So there's a dispersal order in the area. We need to get out of here. Wait. We need to just keep it moving, and then we'll figure out the rest of the way. But bro, they basically cleared out the whole entire area at this point. And this is unusual because something's actually happened, right? There's an incident that's taken place, and now nobody can actually remain in that particular spot as a result. So they've been a little bit heavy-handed, you know? Meaning, that technically means, I think, the party is unfortunately over. I've never ever seen a dispersal order of this kind put in this area, even at this late in Carnival, which means it must really be over. Because something happened apparently, an incident, that's what they told. It applies to absolutely everybody, don't worry. It is literally a zone, a region wide. Everyone's getting moved over. I'm actually going to show you guys right now. So everyone's getting moved over, man. Not even allowed to, yeah. Not even allowed to remain. And this is exactly what I was talking about, bro. If only we had just come out a little bit earlier, we could have got a hell of a lot more content in, bro. And it would have been a lot more lively like 2, 3, 4 hours before I started. So yeah. Yes. So we have to keep moving, man. It's so unfortunate. Dispersal, or literally, and how do you say, a population-wide dispersal. If you're not from the area, or if you live here, man, just go home. Apparently. So that is why the helicopter's there, man. That's fucking crazy. No wonder why there's a helicopter hovering. I need to plot my route. I gotta get home. Yeah, we gotta get home. I have to make it intact as well, man. I don't want to be in the back of my van, if you know what I'm trying. I can't believe it. They got us an area-wide dispersal, man. I'm scrambling right now. Shit. Oh shit. We could have got down into some business, but you know, the only reason why I'm actually posted up here is because they got the dispersal order a little bit further down there, and I don't really know where else to go, man. Kind of crazy how everything has gone down, but one thing I actually want to say is that we're trying to plot our route and course all the way back home because they put out an area dispersal order in the place that we're actually jamming in. So the whole area of Ladbroke Grove is now locked down. You're not allowed to go there anymore. Nobody, unless you're there for work or home, which you have to explain to them. They're pretty strict on that. Apart from that, I don't really know how else we're going to be heading over, man. Well, I don't really know what else to say to you guys. Except that I wish I could have got it in. I really did. Something is apparently going down, man. To be honest, I don't really want to stick around to find out. Clean up city, homie. Dude sounded like he was crying, bro, but he wasn't really crying, he was just walking. Maybe it's just a song he's performing or some shit. Word. Word to a motherfucker. Yeah, obviously, you know one thing about Gary David, he'd be too afraid to be out in the streets, man. Always keep bragging about being out in the streets. The fucking streets. You don't know anything about the fucking streets, man. You don't even know what to tell me, lad. Come on. I got worried, so I have to lurk because of the dispersal order. I'm allowed to be in areas around it. Literally, they're like, get off this road. That's it. So I don't have to get off the whole area, but the road covers a huge area. So I can't actually be back where I am. I have to go down the side streets, and I'm clear. I can chill as long as I want to now. This is freedom. I was joking. We don't have freedom here. It's like, I don't even know why they thought. This is one of the things, the little treats that they give us so they can fuck us over every other day of the year. Like, do you think I'll be able to smoke weed as freely if it wasn't for the Nottingham Carnival, bro? Most days it's a lot more difficult to do it in your own area or anywhere else where there's not a huge event like this going on. So it's a bit tough, you know. So they give us this little bit for all the bullshit that they give us for the rest of the year, and it doesn't add up, bro. It just doesn't make sense, man. You know, that's my problem. I'm not grateful. Oh yeah, oh thank you for that. Now I'm like, this shit doesn't make sense. Decriminalize the motherfucking shit, and we can enjoy it all year round, including Carnival, bro. And also back when we're at home every other day of the year, without ever having to worry about getting pressed by the police about this shit, man. Sent to court, potential convictions if you get caught one too many times in the same in such a short period of time. So within 2-3 months you get caught 2-3 times in a search. First they give you the caution, next thing you know, you find yourself in a magistrate's court, standing before a judge. I'm not gonna lie, the tunes are bopping right now, bro. And that's exactly why I'm still here. I'm not trying to deliberately avoid content, I'm just trying to deliberately get arrested, man. I just need to see the situation on the road. So good news is the police have actually cleared up the area, which means I have a little bit more freedom. I have a little bit more freedom. But the cameras are going to notice me and see that I'm going back to the same area. So if I get pressed one more time, I gotta be careful, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. I gotta be careful. Cautious code, man. I'm always cautious. Sometimes when enough is enough, I'm like, fuck it, dude. But I'm still on the quest to find some Johnsons. Man. And that's it, bro. This is like the finale of the carnival, bro. I'm the only guy out here in this live streaming space covering it. And it's not that it's, oh, it was already done 2 hours ago. No, literally just finished. We were here when shit was still popping off, man. So being here literally till the end, but unfortunately we weren't here right from the beginning, which is a little bit different. It's a little bit of a different vibe, you know. but it's a good combination of culture and degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? There's some cool things that do happen, like the waltzes, the parades, and then people just get ratchet afterwards, man. We get twisted, we get faded. I see they're still, I think, pushing forward with the discipleship. That's why the police van is still there. Alright, well at least I'm glad to have made it all the way through. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does get a little bit lonely. Even with all the homies around me. I'm just saying, imagine that particular Joe could have spent the night living it up with your boy. You know, this is my own home CCTV equipment. I was joking, man. It's just documentation of my life. I'm just trying to think about what I'm thinking, you know, like there's things are going on in my head while we're doing this as well at the same time. You know, some thoughts that I've been having. Out in streets, man. It's fucking dark. I can't even see myself. People would be like, oh, yeah, of course we can't see you. Yeah, I knew you'd say that. I'm just joking, but I've seen enough of those jokes on Kick. And you think it's funny? Okay, buddy. Time to get an awareness of every single area. Carnival, man. Completely finito. C'est fini. I need a bit of a breather, man. Plot my course yet. To my location, I don't really even know where I'm headed to. Well, I know where I'm going, but I want to find a shortcut. I'm not even trying, bro, I don't even want to ditch the place. I'm trying to look for the content and literally it's evaporated right out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? The coolest thing is obviously we're still intact after Carnival, that's because, you know, it actually, we came out so late that it didn't even affect us at all. You know, that's the problem. The only other thing I can do is just circle back to the area. Right, I need to use my better judgment. The only reason why I have like some kind of mental block going back to the same area is because of what you saw them, bro. They came up to my stream. They literally came up to the camera and said, "Hey, look, listen, bro, we've got this." Okay, they didn't say bro, but they said they had this special order in the area, so we need to clear everyone out from the road. So if you could just, you know, move along. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I don't want that to happen again because I could actually get in trouble for that. And I think it's the very first time in all the years I ever went here that there's a dispersal order at 2 a.m. to get everyone out. I'm going to see how close I can go back to the same zone. There's still some stragglers, man. There's still people. By the way, since I've been out here getting lit and crazy out late night in the carnival, obviously going back to central London by, you know, later this week or on the weekend, right? That's going to be a piece of cake in comparison. And I'm telling you, I can tell you right now. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go. Still a little worried. So this is why I didn't want to like change cam. Not because I'm worried about filming people. Never worried about it. The main thing I'm actually worried about mostly is the fact that I can... There's nothing going, as in there wasn't people like in front of us or anything. That's the only thing I can say. So you can see